Hello, everyone. Welcome to 10 Minutes Astrology. This is a special episode because it is our episode 30. Wow.
Wow, amazing. Yes.
I can't believe it. And I have to say thanks to my best friend, Alejo. Thank you.
Thank
Without you,
you,
I couldn't
Rod.
make this
Thank you.
alone. Yeah, this is a very interesting time, and doing all this video. I mean, it's just fun. And every time when I work with you, it's not only enjoy the friendship, it's not only enjoy the gossip or what happened to you, and it's also learning from each other because
Yeah,
astrology is endless learning.
yeah. I mean, people don't know, but before we start recording, we do a little bit of gossip of what's going on with our lives.
True,
So we're
but
not
hey,
just
that's
getting
warm up.
together to work. We're also kind of, yeah, what happened to your life lately? Yeah.
Let's warm up. When we talk about that, we're more relaxed and we can continue.
Yeah.
So okay, so today is our episode 30, and it is Pisces.
Pisces, which is not the last sign, it's the last sign, but it's also the beginning in a way because the end is the beginning. This is a wheel. So it's like it's the last sign,
Ah,
yes, but
uh-huh.
it means that something new is coming again, which is Aries again. So it's like it's never ending.
Yes, yes. This is how we define the tropical zodiac because it's the early when the sun on the tropical zodiac is all year round. Traveling from the Aries and ending in Pisces, but come back from Aries, reborn, born it again. So, what the story and archetype we can relate it to Pisces, Alejo?
Well, one story many people know already, which is the story of Jesus Christ. Basically, if you read the New Testament,
Yeah.
uh, it's all like a Piscean story. It's
Mm-hmm.
he converts water into wine, which is kind of a
Yeah.
Pisces theme. He goes to find
Yep.
sailors. He uses the metaphor of using the net to fish to get the fish, and that's kind
He's
of
a fisherman,
calling. He's a fisherman, yeah. He's a carpenter, I think, but he
a
some of
carpenter.
his
Okay, sorry.
followers are fishermen. Yes,
His father are
uh,
fishermen.
yes, exactly. The fish was a symbol of Christianity when they were being followed, and it was a hidden thing. You would draw a fish to tell somebody in secret that you were a Christian, so they would recognize you.
Oh.
And the whole thing of redemption, like a better life is the afterlife, is kind of
Mhm.
Pisces. But I have a different story to tell because this story maybe most people know it. Also, I would say the message of Jesus, like love all kinds, and
Mhm.
always put yourself in service to other people and love everybody,
Mm.
love even your enemies. That's a very Pisces
That's
approach
super
to
Piscean.
the world.
Yes.
Yeah. But I have a different story to share so that we move a little bit
Yes,
away from
please.
this one story, which is more known. And this story is about this monk who was uh, eager to meet the body of compassion. So
Mm.
he decided that he needed to do this. So he retreated from the world. He said goodbye to all of his friends and his family, and he went high in this mountain in a cave, and he retreated there and started meditating forever and ever. And he said, I'm not going to stop until I find the body of the Buddha, sorry, the Buddha
Mhm.
of compassion. And after 10
Mhm.
years, the Buddha did not show up. So he basically gave up. And he went
Mhm.
down back to this town and he met this young kid. And he was like, who are you? And I'm like, I'm this monk. I've been meditating for 10 years to find the Buddha of compassion, but he didn't show up. And the kid told him, but you give up now. Maybe one more day, and the Buddha was going to show up. Maybe you just had to wait one more day. And he was like,
Uh-huh.
oh God, you are right. So the monk goes back to the cave and starts meditating again. And again, 10
Mhm.
years pass, and the Buddha does not show up. So he goes back to the town and he meets a man who is kind of a middle aged man. And this man tells him, oh, who are you? What are you doing here coming back to town? How coming to this town? And he says, no, I was a monk. I've been 20 years locked in this cave trying to find the Buddha of compassion, but he didn't show up. And the man tells him, well, but maybe he was about to show up. How come you're giving up after 20 years? Maybe it was just one or two more
Okay.
days and he was showing up. So the monk says, okay, I'm going to go back. So he goes back to the cave. He meditates for another 10 years. And what happens? Nothing. So he goes back down to town and he meets an old man, and the old man tells him, well, who are you? I'm the Buddha of, I'm a monk trying to find the Buddha of compassion, but I've just spent 30 years of my life locked up in this cave trying to find him, and he didn't show up, so I'm giving up. And the old man says, after 30 years, you're giving up. Maybe it was just one more day, and the Buddha was going to show up. So the monk says, oh, God. So he goes back to the cave. And as he's going back to the cave, he runs into this dog who is hurt. He has a wound. And he has this
Uh-huh.
wound for a few days. So he has, like, it's, you can see some worms in it, and it's kind of
Uh-huh.
infected. So he says,
Yeah,
oh God,
yeah.
I need to heal this dog. So he starts
Mm-hmm.
gathering his herbs and stuff to heal the dog. And then he
Mm-hmm.
realizes that in order to heal the dog, he has to kill the worms. So he doesn't know what to do. So he decides
Ah.
to make a cut on his own flesh. And one by one, he puts all of the worms in his own wound. And then he
Oh.
heals the dog. And at that moment, the Buddha of compassion shows up. And he says,
Uh-huh.
only when you feel compassion for every being on earth, you can meet the Buddha of compassion. And this is my story for Pisces.
I would say. So anyway.
So people can watch these rods. Some people are seeing what you're doing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sorry. Well,
um,
yes, always when I hear about this kind of a beautiful story, I just like, what's wrong with you guys?
so why do I think it has about Pisces strengths? Well, I think first of all, the idea of compassion, trying to find compassion.
Mm-hmm.
Second of
Yeah.
all, the idea that you will meet the divine through service. You will meet the
Uh-huh. Yes.
divine through being compassionate for every being. This idea that he
Mm-hmm.
heals the dog, but he also takes care of the worms. And then I also
Yeah.
like the idea of being retreated in meditation, because Pisces is about
Yes.
trying to get in touch with subtle other realms, right? So not being
Mm-hmm.
grounded so much. So he goes into this
Mm-hmm.
into this other into this cave, which is separate from the world, which is like of his
Yeah.
inner world, and he tries to
Yeah.
meet the Buddha there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But another thing that I like is about because we are going to talk about the mutable sign. Mutable sign is about the uh, adjustment and keep changing and continuing, continuing change, adapted.
Yeah.
So it is very interesting. I like one word which is one of my favorite astrologer and book author, Sue Tompkins. When she mentioned about the Pisces, she like to say two four-word, two sentence for this sign is usually not here, not now. When you mention about
Ah.
the story, I just keep laughing because every time he get out, say, "I give up. I'm going back to home." He's like, the young boy or middle-aged man or old man will tell you, "Not here, not now. Go back." So this is a very interesting story about the Pisces, and the mutable side is about trying to adopt situation, and going to learn the new situation, and but it's also about a water sign. Pisces is a water sign. They come from their heart. Things come from their heart. And the most important thing is nurturing and look after or take other people or other every being, to be honest, from your story. It's not just human being, it's every being, even little tiny one. That surprised me, really. If you don't talk about that, I would not go that extreme. But when you talk about it, why do you sacrifice yourself for little one? Which is true, which is the essence of a Pisces, this sign, is there's nothing, is there's someone is better than or than another. Human is not better than a worm. Dog is not better than a worm. Worm is not lower, than a human being. But our society or our human mind sometimes think that no, I'm the best. I'm the best one in the world. I'm
Yeah,
best in the universe.
because I feel like Pisces is about this idea we're all connected, we're all one. This idea that we're all
Mm,
one. So I think
mm.
the thing about Pisces is there's not such a hard limit, a boundary, I should say. There's not such a hard boundary
Yes.
between yourself and the rest of the world. So the pain of other person, the pain of other people, the pain of a tree, even you could say, of
Yeah.
a mountain, you could say, is
Yes.
my pain. That's the idea of Pisces, I think.
God, I just see Jesus in your image now. But
Woo!
which side? There is no other side can do these things better than Pisces because why? First, it is a water sign. It's about the feeling. It's about the emotion. It's about compassion. It's about their, the empathy. So, and also they are mutable sign. It's a floating. It's moving
Yeah,
in and out. It's connecting to you and me. So they are that kind of person, or every planet move into Pisces. They are connect through the feeling, connect through the kind of love, and the connect through our emotion to each other. And it is very interesting. This is another side share with two ruling planets. One is traditional planet is Jupiter, and another one is modern planet is Neptune. Jupiter, I think, has two signs. One is Pisces, and one is Sagittarius. Both share the Jupiter's quality with a grand, with a big, with a kind. But I think Pisces is more in the kind of in way, is more static way, is more inward, more
and
inward.
I think it's also about faith with Jupiter in Sagittarius and Pisces.
Ah,
Like
yeah.
what draws your spirits.
Ah, love it. I love this idea. But the Neptune is totally belong to Pisces, which is a
Hmm.
planet in astrology. The key word is drifting. It is like a wandering, drifting, and the floating, just like a wandering. There is no destination. For them, that
Yeah,
is like, continuing. Life keep evolving, but there is no destination. And they don't know where they're going, but they just,
yeah.
go with flow. That's the most beautiful word for the, Neptune. So today we are going to do a little bit of exercise about, again, I think you suggest we should do Venus in Pisces.
I
So
think
we
it's
can
nice because
compare
we've
all,
been doing, yeah, exactly, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it will be very interesting because from last time we have like Venus in Capricorn, and which is a very practical Venus, and
Hmm.
value the things with practicality and history. And we have the Venus in Aquarius, like something new, something never seen before, and something with idea. But how about Venus in Pisces?
So, what do you think? So, Venus in Pisces, what you were saying, like it's about opening up to the emotions and other people's feelings. So,
Mm,
I think this is the opportunity of unconditional love. Like Venus in Pisces is
mm-hmm,
this ability to see beauty in everyone and
uh-huh,
in everything,
mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm,
because what we say, there are not boundaries, there are no clear boundaries. So there are no clear boundaries in what's beautiful or not, what's lovable or
mm-hmm,
not. So
yeah,
there's this possibility of really sharing a whole amount of love to the person you
mm-hmm,
feel attracted to. There's
mm-hmm,
this pleasure found in being compassionate, in being caring,
mm-hmm,
in putting yourself
yeah,
on service. I think it's
mm-hmm,
interesting what you said, that there's no they go with the flow. You were saying it's a planet here goes with the flow. It has no
mm-hmm,
destiny, no clear destiny.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So I think it's interesting that sometimes Venus in Pisces can also become a bit confused about what they're feeling or what they see in other people, because it's so it's so porous, it's so open to other people's feelings, that
mm,
they may not have clear ideas of what they feel, how they feel safe. They might
mm.
be very open to to external inputs. Uh,
True, yes. Yeah, I think that this is the one thing about the Pisces side. They take in from other, like Moon in Pisces or Mars in Pisces. They all take in from the surrounding, but
and
taking different thing.
sorry, because they're so empathic, sometimes they will
Yeah.
not see the darker side of other people. So they will only see, they will
Oh.
only love. Yeah, so sometimes they might get into difficult situations, difficult
True.
relationships, and they will
Mm,
deny like the objective facts, like no, this is really not working, and they might be go because they feel so much love, they have so much love to give,
Yeah,
that they
yeah,
might be like, I'm not going to give up on this person only because he's a mess or she's a mess. It's like there's this kind of, and sometimes they
yeah,
don't see reality, yeah,
yeah,
reality. But I mean,
yeah.
what is
That
reality?
yeah. What for them is the so-called word unconditional love, and also I can keep giving until blessings from me.
Yeah.
I will not give up on you. But that is very Venus in Pisces, the story. But usually for me, I will be like, oh my gosh, that is so dangerous when I see things happen like this.
Because you are not Venus in Pisces.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
why.
I have another planet in Pisces, but I really couldn't cope Venus in Pisces story like that. But how about the Moon in Pisces?
Okay, but no, but that's the exercise, or should we say it?
Oh, oh, okay, okay, yes, okay. That's our audience work now. So think about the Moon in Pisces. What Moon about in astrology? Moon is about how we feel. Moon is about how we nurture ourselves and our daily life. What else, Alejo, please?
Yeah, it's also maybe what makes us feel safe, and maybe sometimes it
Mm,
represents the mother,
mm-hmm.
um, and yeah, our home. And I was
Yeah,
thinking also we should ask them to do Venus in Virgo, because it's very different from Venus in Pisces. So we've
that
discussed
makes me
Venus
feel a
in
little bit more
Pisces.
comfortable.
So I'm I'm giving you a lot of work, guys and girls, and everything in
Yeah, but
between.
it's very interesting because through compare, to be honest, it is true. Through compare Venus in Pisces and Venus in Virgo, then you will see this axis, and you will see they may share common theme, but they
Yeah,
act in different way. That we call the axis because this is two signs in the opposite side of zodiac. Pisces and Virgo, they opposite each other. They still share similar things, but they act in different way. And this is very interesting. This is how you learn astrology better. You can compare, you can put it together, and then you can make a
yeah.
difference between the two. This is how you learn with the experienced astrologer. Okay. Well, so today we talk about the planet in Pisces, and we do the exercise with Venus in Pisces, and you can learn, you can do a little bit of exercise, and you will know how to do the interpretation with the Moon in Pisces or Venus in Virgo. Then you compare each other, then you will learn the astrology better. We really hope you guys enjoy this episode. And if you like, please subscribe and like our channel. If you have any question or feedback, please contact us through the Telegram at AOAUK or send us email at aoa.inquiry@gmail.com. Also, we invite you to join us at the Timeless Astrology group on our Facebook. And you can post your question there. You can have a more interaction with us. If we have event, we usually announce there. Also, on the Instagram, you can find me on the at AOAUKROD. Alejo also has his Instagram is,
Liminal Cosmos.
well, let me know Cosmos. Okay, so, today we achieved the episode 30. Where's my cake?
12
Oh
signs of
well.
the
And
zodiac.
yeah, 12 side. Gosh, it's like a big achievement. But only 12. Anyway, it's a big achievement to be honest. And then I think we need to change a little bit things, right? We need to just like change the flavor before we continue. So I
Yeah.
think we talking about ascendant, sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. Maybe it's about time we move to the Jupiter and the Saturn, these two planets
Yeah, the big
in
ones.
a big one in astrology. We call it the social planet. It helps
Yeah.
us to adopt, to move us from our private life, our personal life, and our home to the society. They guide us, help us, teach us in a nice way or in a hard way. Okay, this Jupiter and the Saturn. You can see how I like Saturn.
Yeah.
Okay, so next week, next episode, we will talk about Jupiter, and then following week we talk about Saturn. But before that, please following our Instagram and subscribe our YouTube channel and like this video. and then stay in tune. Bye. See you next
Bye
week.
bye.